Hey, happy Friday afternoon tonight, everybody. I mean, everyone. So apparently there's like, what, a bunch of stars, especially out here tonight. Man, I can definitely like see this half moon. I almost missed it though. But it's a good thing I managed to like say, managed to catch up to this just in time though. But man, I'm like, man, this is a beautiful night outside, especially around this weekend. So how is everybody else out there doing? Y'all doing all right? I am. I'm seeing like, say, what, a bunch of sparkling stars outside, especially in the skies around at night. Plus, I'm also noticing like, say, an airplane, which is outside as well too. I mean, which is basically, just flying. It's actually flying to the left side in the skies tonight. But man, these stars out here is beautiful, not to mention this half moon. Man, this is really something else, huh? So anyways, I'm actually like, say, currently playing Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Playing as the main protagonist, Dracula, formerly known as Gabriel Belmont. So I finally managed to like say, so I managed to use the pieces to combine with the Mirror of Fate. As a result, I finally Dracula is actually reunited with his son, Alucard, formerly known as Trevor Belmont. And so as a result, Zobek, of course, however, has definitely appeared. So he now discovers, the truth to everything else. And now I have to battle this boss in a very tough, epic battle. For the very first time, though, on my PS3. Because I just checked my saved game data before I got started. And, because the last time I played Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 on my PS3 was ever since last year on July 10th, 2017. Yeah, because it's been a very long time since I last played it. Because last thing I remember, I actually managed to say what? Let's just say last time I did, I had to take on these creatures. Then I had to using the pieces, the shards of pieces of glass, of course, combined with the Mirror of Fate. And that was just about it. It's a good thing, of course, the game itself, however, can be able to save the game data, automatically, though. Yeah, but I'm like, but man, oh man, I'm looking right now. I'm just currently looking outside tonight at the sky, especially around night skies, of course. There's stars everywhere. Everywhere around the sky, around tonight. Weather's basically cold, but thank goodness there's no more snowing around. So, yeah, to be honest, of course, taking on Zobek, of course, as this death boss, on the other hand, he kind of looks more like, let's say what? He's actually the Necromancer, of course. Kind of looks like the Grim Reaper, though. So in either case, all I'm just currently busy doing, of course, just observing, the night skies tonight. Because apparently because to be honest with you, trying to take on, each of these creatures, of course, before dealing with Zobek, it's a little bit more easier, but they're really much of a nuisance, though. Because I'm actually, just carefully avoiding their attacks by using, the Void Sword and the Chaos Claws, because I gotta take out these creatures, the ones that kind of, they look like these statues on top, so all I gotta do is, So I was just watching, a YouTube video on the Zobek boss from from Sexy Sexy Sniper Wolf, so that helped. Now I'm actually right, and so watching her video, of course, you know, based on that hint, really did help. Come in handy though. Now I know exactly how to take him on. So all I gotta do is just be careful to watch out for Zobek's attacks, though. Not to mention that green lightning bolt as well. And plus, let's see, because I got... Okay, so let's see, because I know I've been, like, because I know I'm almost finished, like, working on an art sketch, so all I gotta do is just add in a color pencil. Adding color pencils for both that and plus, like, another latest sketch I've been working on. But in the meantime, I'll try. Let's see. But in the meantime, I'll see what I can do by streaming tonight, though. Possibly, like, replaying Siphon Filter, and I don't know, maybe like Crisis Force on the NES. Siphon Filter for Marathon by replaying it on my PS1 emulator, FPSE, because the emulator, the controls, of course, they just stick. I don't know why. But it's a good thing, the XSE PlayStation 1 emulator, however, doesn't. That's a relief. But in the meantime, I love y'all. Y'all be good. Be safe and sound out there. Oh, yeah. Plus, not to mention, happy Friday weekend as well. I'll see what I can do by streaming tonight, though. If possible. So, let's see. Because I'm actually, because right now I'm just currently looking at the camera, of course. Just observing, this half moon out here. Because right now I'm noticing, now, how in the world could this half moon can possibly, be right here on the far right of the skies right now, especially up here. Doesn't make any sense, though. I think that half moon sure does move faster a lot. Sure does move fast, though. Because like I said, but usually it always, it just appears, on the left and then rotates around rotates and then stops around the center, like it usually does. But man, even around this month, it's just, this half moon, however, it's just it's just basically just rotating around. Because like I said, because the last time I was actually, did a video recording of this half moon, yeah, like I said, because I can see it, of course, but when it came down to trying to video record it, well, I know y'all can barely even see it because that's because I was trying to video record it, of course, through a upstairs screen window. And I think it was actually because, the clouds were probably maybe in the way, though. Although the skies itself was clear, but it was kind of hard to see it because, it was really through that upstairs screen window. That was the real reason why. But at least now I got, a better, got a clear view of this thing anyhow. Yeah, this one's really something else. Anyways, I gotta figure. Anyways, I'm gonna get right back to resume playing Castlevania: Lords of Shadow 2. As soon as after I finally defeat Zobek, then the game itself. Then I'll see if the game itself will be able to auto save immediately, and then I'll try streaming Crisis Force on the NES firsthand, and then because earlier I was thinking about streaming Arkanoid second, and then the Siphon Filter Marathon, like say, 1 through 3, only for PlayStation 1. I could have try and download Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain, and play that, of course. But as for the Damon PS2 Pro, the emulator itself is still the same as it usually is. So like I said, but even after its update, even though it's still currently in development, I just hope the developers, will try to really update this thing very soon, especially around this year, because I can't wait to play it. I can't stand the PS2 emulator, lagging, of course, from all Android devices. So I know it's kind of a bummer though, but I just hope they'll be able to really update it with lots of new features though. But it's a good thing of course, I finally managed to download Mega Man X Collection. And since I did download it on Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, since I did, try to play that, since I did try to test out the game twice, the cutscenes, of course, however, kind of kind of got cut off due to the emulator itself lagging now. So it's not the games that's crashing, it's the Damon PS2 Pro fastest emulator itself acting up. So that's the real reason why it was lagging so very slowly. So frankly, I don't care about the frames per second, but let's just hope they'll be able to, finally really get the whole thing updated, though, just in time. Yeah, but like I said, it's real quiet and calm outside anyhow, isn't it? Because right now I'm there's a bunch of stars out here anyway. Because I'm noticing a lot of them. There's no telling exactly how many there are. Let's see, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, let's see, 10, 11, 12. There's about 13 stars out here. Just looking at it. So let's see. There's actually 13 stars. The stars, of course, out here around the skies are a little, like I said, they're a little hard to see though. But I can definitely see it even from this distance, though. There may be, I don't believe it. All 13 stars. They may, like I said, let's see, because right now I just counted about all 13 stars, and there may be even more out there. That's just something else, huh? Anyways, I'll be back to streaming later on. Promise. I promised myself on that one. Anyways, happy Friday weekend, everyone. I love y'all. Take care, and I'll be back later on.